too busy just surviving, hanging on there. Is that the way it will continue to be, Jyotirmoy Sharma? Because that's what people across the country, we'll get into the verdicts, we'll talk about each of the states, but people nationally want to know, will this inject some extra life?
I don't think there is any direct connection between what happens tomorrow and what's happening at the center. I think the problem there is corruption is a symptom of what's happening. I think this government has somewhere lost its way. It's bereft of ideas and it's bereft of leadership. That's the problem. So if one were to go by Manishankar Iyer's first scenario, that they win all the 5 states, wouldn't make any difference. But it wouldn't make any difference not merely because corruption is an issue. It is an issue, I agree with Swapnil Dasgupta, it's a big issue. But the problem is that it is just completely bereft of ideas and leadership. Both.
Professor Kumar, you're the cephalogist, the man who's put the numbers out. How confident are you? Which are the states you're most confident about and which are the states you're most concerned about? People have seen all the exit polls, they've seen the post-poll surveys. Where do you believe the polls will get them wrong? And what are the sort of things you'd like people to keep in mind when they're tracking the data tomorrow?
See, the 2 states on the east, Assam and West Bengal. In West Bengal, Congress is in alliance with Trinamool. So these are the 2 states I'm pretty confident that Congress will win, in Assam also and also in West Bengal. The 2 states which is where the contest is very keen, which is in Tamil Nadu and in Kerala. These are the 2 states which are witnessing keen contest. Earlier in the past, we have seen Tamil Nadu having a wave election. This time it's not a wave election. We don't know whether DMK plus will win or AIDMK plus will win, but it's a very keen contest in Tamil Nadu. And there's a keen contest even in Kerala, while UDF has a lead over LDF, but there's a keen contest in Kerala. So I would say my bets on these 2 states in the east.
It's going to be a tough night, Krishna Anand, for the leaders in Tamil Nadu, because earlier we said Jayalalitha is winning, then it became really close to call. So nobody really knows. Can you predict safely what will happen after all the votes have been counted tomorrow in Tamil Nadu? Because that's where the real nail biter seems to be.
Well, I think, we just need to go back to 2006 and 2009 Lok Sabha elections. And the results of these 2 elections were pretty different from, let's say, from 1984 onwards, where the winner took all. And that very clearly meant 2 things. Either the DMK or the ADMK are not dead as it used to be. The second most important point is, while we say that, both the DMK and the ADMK are very relevant forces, there are also far too relevant forces that reflects the fragmentation in the political level, in the political realm, falling out of the social fragmentation in the society on the basis of caste. Like, for instance, no party today wants to ignore a PMK or a VCK or a Pudhiya Tamilagam. I mean, there are these parties that are relevant to a couple of districts in Tamil Nadu, which will then make and unmake the outcome. So I think that being the case, it's definitely a close call. Having said that, I think the outcome of the elections in Tamil Nadu will also have implications in the national political discourse, most importantly the 2G spectrum scam.
All right, let's talk about corruption just for a moment with Professor Gupta, because everybody's thought about this over the last few weeks when they've been tracking these elections. How much of an impact will the 2G scam and corruption have on the state results?
Well, it's very hard to say, because if you were to look at what's happening in Tamil Nadu, by your own figures, it seems a very close call between 2 parties. So whether corruption is really as big an issue as we think it is, will be known only tomorrow. But I do think that if Tamil Nadu and West Bengal do according to our projections, then though it will be business as usual for the Congress and for the UPA, it might bring about diminishing returns. Because I think both the DMK, if it wins, Mamta's of course winning, they'll make it somewhat difficult for the UPA to function the same old way. They'll have to rejig the process quite a bit. So I'm not quite sanguine about the fact that it'll be business as usual. It'll be business as usual, but on a lower key, as far as I can make out, provided what we are saying today is more or less on the right track.